Well, just a quick one here to see what's going on down in the engine room today. This isn't the engine room, is it? It's the bilge. And, oh, would you believe it? Something's happening. I'm pleased about that. This, I thought I've been having a bit of a, oh, glory days. I'm going to have a look at that. I've got an issue that the Sterling battery-to-battery charger looks like it's powered off, but actually it's on standby, and it thinks there's not enough voltage or something. I don't know. I'm just that's what I was just mucking about with before I decided to make a short video. I just wanted, if anybody's interested, to just show you what I've got going on electrical wise here. At the moment I have 5 batteries. There are 3 leisure batteries here, 1, 2, 3, all connected together by these BP cables. And the correct way to take the power off a battery bank like that, when they're paralleled up, I've been reliably informed, is to take from opposite corners. So this double wire here and this double negative here goes to the inverter, which is that thing under there. I haven't had that for very long. I think it was 180 from eBay, but I thought 2 kilowatts, that's going to run anything you throw at it, isn't it? And indeed, I've run a lawnmower and a strimmer simultaneously from that, and it's laughed it off. Fantastic machine. The brand is Giant Dell. Ta-da! Marvellous. So it's just got 2 main sockets there, and it comes with a little remote as well. It's not powered on at the moment, but to turn it on, you just do that. And now 240 volts is being produced from there, and it's going through there, and it comes out on this boat at the moment into a multi-socket down there. We've got extension leads. So that's why I've got this big bank of batteries here to run that big inverter, because I've decided that I want a very robust electrical system, because I'm pretty much taking the boat to bits and installing everything again, including a full rewire. And I want, just clean the lens there, I can see dust on it. Her ladyship might one day want to run a hairdryer. I might one day want to run a toaster, that sort of thing. And when I was a kid and we had a boat back then, this sort of thing was just, you'd dream about it, but now it's possible, because you can buy batteries and put them in a bank, and these inverters, they're just incredible. Anyway, so there's 3 ledgers there, right, and the Sterling has gone off again. I'm interested to see. I'll just put him out of the way for a moment so you can see what's tucked away under here in this little cabinet. Very nice little battery box here, made by the previous boat owner, and I'm going to make one for the other 3, but I'm going to tuck them underneath the cabin step, because they'll go very nicely all the way back there. There's a water pump there in the way at the moment. I'm going to move the water pump. Oh, and I'm just reminded to have a look under here and see if I can see the boat serial number, but not right now. So I've got 5 batteries here altogether. That one there is a dedicated starter battery, so when you turn the key and start the engine, that's the one that's used. That's a leisure battery, and when I bought the boat, this was the configuration: 1 starter, 1 leisure, and they were connected together with one of these battery 1, battery 2, or both type switches, so you can turn them off. If you turn that, you press that in and turn it. If you turn it, you can either have battery 1, battery 2, or that sort of thing. Anyway, oh, it's come on again. I quickly connected them together in a different way, and now I fitted one of these. That thing there, that's mine. That's what I fitted. I got that from eBay. It was about £15. It is a voltage sensing relay, and the relay switches on or off. So either connects or disconnects based on the voltage. And what you do is it's got the voltage that operates at down there. Cut in 13.3, cut out 12.8. And how that works is when you start your engine using a starter battery, the voltage of the starter battery plummets immediately. So that relay will open, so it will disconnect the starter from the leisure battery. And the engine starts, all being well, and the alternator starts recharging the starter battery because the alternator is connected to the starter battery. As soon as the starter battery regains 12.8 volts, or if it didn't get to go down to 12.8, anyway, when the relay will then close, when the starter battery is full up enough, the relay will close and connect the leisure battery to the starter battery. So the leisure battery then starts charging. The idea being, as long as you can get your engine started, you've always got power and you'll never run out. And during the night, you might be running your laptop or running some lights or whatever you might be doing off the leisure battery. And when the voltage in the leisure battery drops below 12.8, drops below 12.8, it disconnects the starter battery. So if you then carry on using your electric blanket or your iron or whatever you're using on the leisure battery, you could drain the leisure battery down into oblivion if you wanted to during the night, but the starter battery will still be at 12.8 volts, so you'll be able to start your engine in the morning. I think that's an absolutely brilliant addition. Get one. So what I've got here then, this seems to be working as it should, I think now, and I'm very relieved to see that. So what's going on here is that's a lead acid. These two are lead acid batteries, and these three new ones I've got here are lithiums. Lithium wants a charging voltage of 14.6, well these do anyway, whereas the charging voltage of a lead acid battery is less than that. So my alternator or even my solar will only charge the lithiums up to something like, maybe I'm just picking a figure out here, but let's say 13.9. But that's nowhere near the full capacity of the lithium, so it's only partly charging the lithiums. Now until today I had them just connected together, so they were charging to the same level, so this would be full and these would be, I don't know, 2/3 full, 3/4, whatever, but not completely full. But with this device here, the Sterling battery to battery charger, it will take in the 13.9 volts from my single leisure battery, and it will increase it to 14.6. It's programmable, but I can tune this to exactly what I want. So it takes in 13.9 and it spits out 14.6 at 60 amps. So that's quite a good one. And it's gone off again. Did you see that? So it was on, it did a bit, and it's gone off. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. I'll leave it for a couple of days and then have another look and get down here again and measure all the voltages. I've just fitted a new solar panel as well today, and the sun's on it at the moment. Let's just have a look at the solar controller. 10.6 amps, 99% state of charge, 23, don't know what that was. No load, 28.5 volts coming off the panel, 5 amps coming off the panel, 14.6 volts in the battery, and 9.9 amps. And the difference between the two amp figures there, the 5 amps coming off the panel, that's at 20 odd volts, isn't it? And so it's 9 amps when it's being fed into the batteries. So we've been running the Jenny all afternoon because in the last couple of days the new fridge freezer has depleted this battery bank, and so we've been running the Jenny, you might hear in the background. This is a battery charger. Oh yes, what do you think they're doing? It claims to be full 30 amps, and it claims it's putting in, well, you can see 30 odd amps now, doesn't it? Let's get my fill meter out, put it on amps and select DC amps, and let's see what it's actually putting into the battery. 0.2. So spot the difference. It ranks it's doing 30, but it's telling porkies because it's actually doing 20. I mean, fair enough, 20 amps going in, I'm happy with that. For a 15 quid charger, I'm not actually complaining, but it's naughty that is, isn't it? Anyway, right, that's it for now. It's actually 5 to 6, it's going home time, isn't it? Are you ready to go home?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just tidy up a bit in here and then turn off the Jenny. I'm sure all our neighbours will be delighted with the noise and disruption this afternoon, but we don't do it all the time. Okay.